Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out AERODROME's price chart. And now it is time to talk about what is happening starting from the highs to about the lowest low. And can we argue that we have hit our final bottom or not? And what are the important signs to look for if you want to say that we are looking good? And from here, hopefully we're going to get a continuation of our uptrend and the final low is already up. So are you ready? Let's dive in and see what is going on. And if you want to say that this point, the highest high around $1.6 is the top of our wave 3 in AERODROME, then okay, fair enough. I think you should consider the possibility of having an A, B, C zigzag, which the subwaves for it are going to be like this. By the way, I would like to apologize for my terrible voice. Recently, I caught like a really bad cold. So, bear with me until a couple of days. Hopefully at that point, I'm going to get a bit better. Anyway, back to what we said. 5 down into wave A and C. And for our B leg, we can have many different counts. Doesn't really matter. Let's say, for instance, in here, an A, B, C zigzag. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. And I think we can all kind of agree that we are having in here, from, let's say, probably this point, actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the downside. 5 waves basically, in my view, do not really get a whole lot clearer than this. And this is also another 5 wave down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to about this point right in here. And well, these might be in AERODROME the subwaves for an A, B, C zigzag, suggesting, you know what, we have hit our final low. Can we have other possibilities? Yes, and unfortunately, I think that might be a bit more likely. Why? Let's say that we are having probably an ABC expanded flat, which looks like this. This is our initial move down into a correction for wave B, which in it we're going to take this initial high and then a strong move down into C, and in it we are absolutely going to take the low of our wave A. And for the subwaves, ABC into A, ABC into B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure on the downside into our C leg. Now let's go on the live chart and exercise what we have learned. So here's the situation. When you zoom in a bit more in here, you realize that wave 2 and 4 in terms of size do not necessarily match each other. Now, that's not to say that this scenario, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is absolutely not in play. No, I didn't say that. But I think we can all agree that this structure does look a bit odd, and that opens the door to having possibly an A, B, C expanded flat in AERODROME, suggesting from this point, actually, this is ABC down, followed by, let's say, probably an A, B, C on the upside. And pay attention to what is going on in here. You can say this is a 5 wave down to about here, no problem at all. Now, on the other hand, on a higher degree into wave 1, followed by probably a flat into wave 2, another move down, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very clear one into wave 3, correction for 4. And this scenario suggests maybe in the short term, we are going to have another move on the downside into wave 5 in order to complete the subwaves for a beautiful looking A, B, C expanded flat. And let's just do this, put the end of our wave 3 right in here. And our correction should be to about this point. And then again, as you can see, overall, the conclusion is the same, meaning what? Probably we are going to see after our corrective movement is over in the short term, another move up into wave 5, which the bare minimum target for it is going to be taking the highs around $1.6. But I think we can go quite a bit higher than that. And pay attention, I think now it is safe to say that this supposedly wave 4 and 2 are looking much better than the previous cap. So as you can see, in AERODROME, one scenario suggests we're going to get a move down. The other one suggests we are going to get a move up even from the current point, and we have hit our final low. So which one is going to happen? Number one, it doesn't really matter, because the overall conclusion, no matter which scenario are you going to go with, is absolutely the same, meaning one way or the other, we're going to get a big move up. And if you care about what is happening in like very short term, I actually think you need to pay full attention to this important low right in here. Why? Because if we get a move down in AERODROME, and in that move we take this low. At that point, odds of us being able to find an impulse in here is going to be like extremely low, to a degree that it shouldn't really be our primary case. And we're just going to say, you know what, this is an ABC. And also the moments that we take the lows in here, I'm going to argue we have probably already gotten a break of this beautiful channel right in here, which is a better sign, suggesting we are probably headed lower in order to take the lows and go probably just a bit lower than that, and then that will be it, our final low. So for now, in the short term, all eyes on the current move and see, are we going to continue it on the downside in order to take this thing or not? If we take it, not necessarily good sign in the short term. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in AERODROME. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.